Hey, what's up, what's up? Now, YouTube analytics. That's probably the very first thing almost all new channels put 110% analyzing them, thinking that there's where all the answers lie when it comes to growing their new YouTube channel. I have my fair share as well, and believe me, I used to spend hours and hours just looking at the details and the numbers and every single chart there is, hoping I can see the answer I am seeking. But it turns out there is such a thing as getting overwhelmed and petrified by overanalyzing, and you may not feel like growing your YouTube channel anymore because it is just too damn difficult. So today I'm here to share with you and show you that YouTube analytics, while it's good, maybe it isn't something you should focus on too much, especially if you are just starting out on YouTube, because it is not going to grow your YouTube channel. The main problem I have with YouTube analytics is the accuracy of the data provided to you. Now, on your YouTube analytics itself, you can see a lot of different data, sometimes a little too much even. And I just want you to know that not all of them are trustable. I'm going to give you an example of a YouTube channel who just went a little bit too far into the analytics. But just to be clear, I'm not making fun of the channel or anything. It is just purely for analysis purposes. Okay, so this channel is a channel that I remember I came across when I first started my YouTube channel. Back then, I was watching a lot of small channels and I started engaging with them, and this channel grew really quickly to 1,000 subscribers. Then it suddenly stopped growing, and the reason is because he used to do his videos in English, but then he swapped to Dutch, which you can see here in this video where he tells his viewers he is switching language. And the reason turns out to be that in his YouTube analytics, he saw that the majority of his viewers are from Netherlands, so he made the switch. Now, there's nothing wrong with doing that. It is his YouTube channel. He can do whatever he wants with it. But take a look at the views he is getting. Doesn't it look like it is doing worse than before? So why is that the case? I mean, shouldn't we all follow what YouTube analytics tells us? After all, the algorithm knows more than we do, right? So why is the data not accurate? Well, I reckon I can explain this. To actually have data that has high accuracy, you first need to have a large sample size, am I right? It's like doing a survey or research. A sample size of 10 people and a sample size of 100 people can give you very different results. In other words, you can't just do a survey with 10 people and then assume that the result you got is 100% accurate. In the YouTube world, however, this is actually determined by one data only, which is the number of views you get for your YouTube channel. So what this really means is that when your channel is fairly new, relying on YouTube analytics to grow your YouTube channel simply isn't going to work, because new channels do not yet have the number of views to create a sensible analytic. Here's another example, community post. I think by now, even new YouTube channel has access to this feature, which is great. Community post is a great way to give your new channel even more exposure. But my thoughts on this is, how accurate are the results from the polls created through community post? So this is a community post that I posted many months ago. It is a very simple question. All I did was ask the community what type of B-roll makes them want to continue watching a video. And the answer for this is quite obvious, right? Use stock footage because the viewers like it. But the real answer here is actually no B-roll at all. And I have tested this very thoroughly. My average watch time increased when I removed B-roll. But this is a great result, right? Adding B-roll takes up a lot of time when editing the videos, so not having to do them saved me lots of time. And not having them also increased my average view duration to about 40 to 50%. So imagine if I actually believed that poll. I would have been spending way more time editing my videos only to drop my average view duration and make my video less watchable. But what is it about this poll that makes it not believable? Well, again, the sample size is just way too small. This only has 57 votes, and if this is real, then that would mean 39% of 57 people are happy to watch with B-rolls, which means that's only about 22 views. I mean, if you do the math right, How on earth is that going to help grow my YouTube channel? And here's another community post I created a few days ago where I asked about the personality you show when talking in front of the camera. 30% of you said, "You look like this." I don't even know if that was meant to be a joke or not. I mean, surely no one talks like that in front of the camera, right? Now, that doesn't mean community post is completely useless. As I said, if you have a large sample size, say more than 10,000 votes, then yes, you can trust the data a little. But from my experience, a small YouTube channel is unable to command that many votes. So doing a poll actually doesn't make much sense to me. And if new channels really do fix their videos based on the votes and the results, then I think this is going to cause more harm than good. That being said, I would still use community posts from time to time. I do like to use it as a way to engage with my viewers. It's like just having a chat with them, you know? Every poll doesn't need to be serious. It can be lighthearted and it can be a bit of fun. Alright, after all the negative talk about growing your YouTube channel and how the YouTube analytics is not reliable, does that mean we shouldn't rely on it? Absolutely not. You still do. You just need to increase the views you get on your channel. I started to rely on my analytics as well, but that is after my YouTube channel hits a certain amount of total views. The way I identify this is you can head into your analytics under the audience tab and just scroll down a little and you will come across this section called other channels your audience watches and also other videos your audience watched. Now this two section only appears once you hit a certain number of views. How many views is that? Well, I don't know, but mine only recently appeared as far as I know, but that's because I don't keep an eye on this section, so make sure you don't do what I did. What makes this section reliable to me is the channels and videos closely resemble my content, and they are actually channels that I watch myself as well to get inspiration from and to see what sort of topics they cover. Growing a YouTube channel isn't about relying on data and analytics because YouTube has a live audience and those are not measurable no matter how smart the AI is. That's because humans have emotions and they engage, and you can't put those in a chart for analytics. So in my opinion, the best way to grow a small YouTube channel is by looking at your competitors, by looking at those in your niche, and then study how they do their content, and more importantly, what sort of topics they cover. My YouTube channel was struggling at first, and it only started picking up when I modeled my thumbnails and titles after film booth. Previously, I just created whatever I want, whatever I think is correct, without really having any way to verify it. But if your competitors are doing well, then there's no harm in modeling them. Every YouTuber out there is just a copy of one another, a story told in a different way anyways. So focus on creating great videos first. You will know it when your views starts pouring in. Then those views will allow YouTube analytics to give you a much better representation of what your YouTube channel is about, and then you can sort of use those data to grow your YouTube channel. Again, do not rely on your YouTube analytics early on if you are a small YouTube channel. Use your gut feeling and instinct, and chances are you are going to be right most of the time, and you are more accurate than some YouTube algorithm. So anyways, that's all from me in this one. Like, subscribe, just do the usual. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.